Going fast is fun, but you should always do so in a safe environment, like on a racetrack, and so you don't have to worry about blue and red lights behind you. I am going to go through the main three ways where you can get on and experience a racetrack. Enjoy. There are a lot of car brands out there, but some take performance more seriously than others. That subset of brands for those in the know offer programs where you can experience their most performance-related vehicle offerings on racetracks around the country and in some cases around the world. I have personally experienced a few of these programs, particularly with BMW and Lexus. But if you are a fan of Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche, there are programs for you as well. And there are some other ad hoc vehicle-specific programs as well out there, such as Corvette driving schools, etc. I've personally experienced BMW's M-Track days at both Monticello Motor Club in New York and Thermal Club in Palm Springs. Also, I have attended Lexus's driving school at Road Atlanta. These programs, while different with their vehicles, generally follow the same flow. They offer half-day, full-day, or even weekend programs, allowing you to get behind the wheel. The cost starts at $500 and you can find yourself into the few thousands. While that sounds pricey, for the most part, the damage and tire wear and brakes you do during the driving makes the event basically free. Not only do you get to experience the top performance offerings of OEMs, you get to experience them at well-known racetracks, living your Forza Motorsport and Gran Turismo dreams. From Circuit of the Americas in Indianapolis Motor Speedway to Monticello Motor Club and the Thermal Club, which are basically golf clubs for cars, where it is very hard to get on track if you don't have a house on the property. While behind the wheel of the vehicles, you get full-on track time, drag racing experience, and in some cases, drifting education for full car control. Many of these programs have current race track drivers, usually in the IMSA series, who moonlight as track instructors who help sprinkle their knowledge where they can. Years ago, the segment of paying someone X amount of dollars to drive an exotic car for a few laps was quite saturated. A lot of it was shady driving programs who made Groupons for about $100, and you show up and you only get to drive a Ferrari or Lamborghini on an autocross course in a stadium parking lot, barely going 60 miles per hour for like 5 minutes. Fortunately, nowadays there is a more legit program called Extreme Experience. They travel the country to local known racetracks and bring a fleet of exotic cars such as Ferrari 48 GTBs, Lamborghini Huracans, Porsche 911 GT3s, Audi R8s, Nissan GTRs, and more. Unless you live in the more remote northwest region of the United States, Extreme Experience likely comes within 2 to 3 hours of you to a racetrack. The cost to get behind the wheel varies depending on the vehicle, but for 3 laps it ranges from $199 to $399. You take 3 laps around in your bedroom poster dream machine, and like with the OEM track experiences, you don't have to worry about the maintenance or consumables. Additionally, with the OEM track experiences, Extreme Experience instructors are also ex-race car drivers there to make sure you have a great time. You are probably wondering just how fast you can go, and you can go as fast as your driving skill allows. Triple-digit speeds are very likely. There may be some Extreme Experience competitors out there, but I have yet to find one that actually lets you push the vehicles. If you know of any, leave them in the comments below. I am always interested in trying out new programs. The final best way to get on track is with your own vehicle. You don't need a performance vehicle to get on track. I have been on track alongside SUVs and trucks. You may think it has to be a Porsche Macan GTS, but I've seen Subaru Foresters on track, and assuming you want to get on track in your daily driver, weekend weapon, or track toy, there are plenty of cheap options available to you. The cheapest way to play has to be Track Night in America. Track Night in America is a traveling track day series put on by the Sports Car Club of America, SCCA. For under $200 a day, you can take your daily driver, weekend weapon, or track toy on a racetrack. For that price, you might think you'd be treated to some of the worst racetracks around the country, but it is quite the opposite. Track Night in America comes to iconic tracks such as Virginia International Raceway, VIR, Lime Rock Park, and Road Atlanta. You might even get lucky and find an upcoming event that is trying to fill spots at a discounted rate. Even without a discount, Track Night in America is about the cheapest option you can find from the start. If cheap isn't your way, there are also programs which mimic race days such as Grid Life. Depending on the event, you can have your track day book ending a race series or a real-life Forza Horizon festival. While your own vehicle on track is often the cheapest upfront, there is additional cost to drive your own car. The above fee is just to get your vehicle on track. You really should also purchase track day insurance. Your normal road-going insurance is not going to cover you should anything happen on a racetrack. Depending on your vehicle's value, track day insurance can cost you $100 or more. Additionally, all tracks require a Snell-rated helmet, which will set you back $200 to $1,000 plus depending on your personal taste and the helmet quality. I recommend getting yourself a set of racing gloves. You can save money by getting kart gloves, which may not be made out of fireproof material, but if some crazy situation happens, having fireproof gloves could be the better option. I hope to never need to worry about them being fireproof, but racing gloves generally help with sweat from your hands and grip. Most importantly, don't forget the inevitable wear and tear on your vehicle. A day or two at the track can severely cut usage intervals on tires, brake pads, and rotors. Maintenance costs can add up quickly once you get hooked on track days. So there you have the 3 best ways to get yourself on a racetrack. I will have links in my description for all of these options. If you have any questions about the experiences, be sure to leave a comment below. I would love to give you details as I have experienced all 3 of my main options in multiple ways, such as with BMW and Lexus, and on track with Extreme Experience Exotics, and with my own vehicle with Track Night in America and Grid Life.